Sail Daddy 1 here. I finally got back from vacation. Nice 48-hour trip. Stuck in Korea for 11 hours. Slept on a sofa there. They actually have sofas. They have a lounge with like all these lazy boys. It's pretty cool actually. And you can fall asleep there. And Korea is kind of cool because Korea, you can leave your purse on a table in a cafeteria there. And it's going to be there. It'll be there like 6 hours later. Seriously, no one will steal it. Now, if you leave something outside your house, they have like a custom to where if you put a tag on it, it means it's sold. If you didn't put a tag on it, it means it's fair game. Anybody can pick it up and keep it. And I guess with their culture, like every year, some people will actually buy all new appliances. So they'll put their appliances like a refrigerator or whatever outside. And if there's no sticker on it, it indicates that you can take it. It's free of charge. If there's a sticker on it, it means someone already bought it, and just leave it alone, and that person's going to pick it up. Now, I just told you that just so you know that it's a different culture. I mean, it's completely different than America. If you leave your purse in a freaking cafeteria or mall eating area or whatever, it's not going to be there 5 minutes later, potentially, depending on where you live. Maybe if you're lucky, it might be there a couple hours later if you're in a really good part of America, but 6 hours later, most likely no. Okay, as a matter of fact, one time at the mall near my house, I saw someone leave, I think it was a phone, on a table just in the eating area, and it was gone. I saw someone steal it. So that's how quick it was. But I was going to show you this. Not that it's really relevant or, I mean, really expensive or something. It's just a pair of headphones, right? But look how long the cord is. Okay, look, you see this? See, it's even got extra. And it's even like high quality cord. I mean, this cord I would consider high quality. It's like, it even has string type of material protecting the cord inside. And it's super long, okay? You know how much I spent for this thing? Wasn't even $5. I don't think it was like $5 and it was in a mall. $5 in a mall. So, yeah, if it wasn't in a mall, it might have been $3. Okay, 3. So, why am I telling you that? Well, because all these American companies, or supposedly American companies, they'll make all their shit in China, which is probably where this was made as well. But they won't give you the cord. They'll give you just enough cord that you can't even connect it to your computer and put it on your head without your head being down here, because you can't even. It's not even long enough to freaking hook it to your computer. You see what I'm getting at? That's how freaking cheap they are. And you can pay $40 for the pair of headphones. They'll be like, look like this. They'll probably be about the same quality, and they won't even have a freaking long enough cord to even use on your own freaking computer. See, and then you have to go buy a computer extension, probably from China, via Amazon.com. You'll spend $3, and that's including the shipping cost. And they'll send you a freaking extension cord from China. Or you might get some, person that's an American who brings it to their warehouse in America from the same company. And then they ship it from America for like $1 or $2 more, so they make a profit. Wonderful world of selling online, wonderful world of international goods, because everything is international goods now, and I'm sick and tired of hearing all the bullshit from people. I think people are stupid when it comes to China goods, when it comes to selling online. I'm sorry, I'm going to flat out say it. I think they're freaking stupid. Okay, so many people are commenting online about everything, and they don't know what they're talking about. So it annoys me. And, with 15 years of experience selling online, buying from China, I imported from China back in like 2001. I remember importing stuff. I would import guitars, car amps, and a lot of stuff. And my brother was really into car audio, and he said it was good quality stuff and got it for really cheap. And, of course there's fake shit. Of course, there's real shit in China. Obviously, all the real shit's made in China. If you don't understand that, you're an idiot. But there's a lot of idiots out there, of course. So a lot of real stuff's made in China. Pretty much everything that's real in the electronics world is made in China. There's fake stuff. Now, the fake stuff's not necessarily what I would call fake. I would say it is fake. And of course, depends on how you define the word fake, right? same company's potentially making the parts. They just decided to make a smaller version with cheaper parts, or they made a smaller processing unit in it, a different operating system. Particularly like these what they call fake cell phones, which I don't sell because those are like a nightmare trying to deal with that. You don't want to sell fake Chinese cell phones, man. It just doesn't work unless you. I don't know how the hell you can do it. Okay, I found only like maybe 2 cell phones that I could sell, and they were, I guess they're real deal because they were the exact same. Okay, so there's a couple cell phones you can get that are real from Chinese factories, or you can get some that are real that are probably like under the table, like they took it out of the factory somehow and are just selling it on their own. You know, maybe not a high quantity, but they probably do it. But what I'm trying to get at is a lot of the fake Chinese cell phones are not really fake. What they are is they're all a lot of them are made by the same companies, or at least the parts are, and they just put a smaller processing unit in it or something like that. That's basically it. I mean, literally, if you take a fake and a real, you're like, look, I'm going to compare the fake to the real. And then you got these videos showing the fakes to the real. Oh, look, it's a little slower. Dumbass, it's because it's got a smaller processor in it. It looks different. It's because it's got a different operating system, okay? You know, why am I mocking this? Because, you know what? The Chinese don't even like... Apple can't even sell their shit in China. Apple can't sell their shit in China. Why? Because the fake stuff sells better to Chinese people. The fake stuff, they're buying the good fake stuff. They're not buying the cheap fake stuff. Now, some Americans, when they go to buy something from China, they're not willing to spend any money, so they're going for the cheapest price. They're like, oh shit, this is the cheapest Apple iPhone on this Chinese website. I'm going to buy this one. Well, dumbass, it's got the smallest processing unit. Well, it didn't work. It was slow, and this is cheap Japanese or Chinese crap. Dumbass, it's because you bought the cheapest version. You didn't buy the biggest processor on it. Now the Chinese, they don't even like Apple. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you a couple things here, man. This is the truth. Okay, Aliexpress. You know Aliexpress. You probably bought something from there. My wife started going crazy lately with that website, Aliexpress, right? They sold more. Okay, check this out. The guy who owns it. Let me see if I can find him. Okay, here we go. This guy. Okay, Jack Ma. Look, Chinese nerd. You could tell just by how he acts. Look at his laugh. Okay, so this dude, biggest IPO in history. Okay, he freaking invented a holiday. He invented a holiday for, I think what is the holiday called? Okay, so we have no frame of reference here in America or Europe or Australia to this because we have different holidays. We don't celebrate the same holidays as Asia. We're all completely and utterly ignorant of all the holidays in China, Korea, and other Asian countries. But they made, I mean, for one, we don't celebrate the Chinese New Year, which was like February 9th, I think, this year to February 20th or something. They take off like 2 weeks. Take off 2 weeks. Just straight take them off. Lots of stuff just closes for a straight week at least. You never see anything like that in America. Nothing ever closes for a freaking week. I mean, freaking Walmart's open on Christmas. You know what I mean? That's how it is in America. So they take off holidays that we don't even know exist. This guy, Jack Ma, created a holiday called Singles Day. He sold more on his one website, Aliexpress, which he created. This is the biggest IPO we're talking about. Alibaba, Aliexpress, Alipay. Okay, this dude made up a holiday, straight up made the holiday up himself. Singles Day. He sold more stuff on his one website on this day he made, holiday he made up, than all the freaking internet websites combined on freaking Black Friday, the day when we supposedly make all our money in America. You understand? See, this is how ignorant we are of China and their customs, their holidays, how they do business. We don't know anything. We just make shit up. We pretend like we know everything. We're Americans. We're like, oh yeah, this is fake. This is real. We don't know what the hell we're talking about. All the shit's made in China. Probably fakes made right next to the real ones, and we don't even know it. And it is true, actually. I know of people who've worked in some factories. One that worked in a South Korean factory that told me some stuff. I've made a video about that before. She worked in a Nike factory, and the Nike factory, the official Nike factory, would actually buy the fake shit and put their logo on it and sell it because it was cheaper than for them to make it themselves. So the real stuff is actually fake with a real Nike logo on it. Isn't that nice? That's really nice, isn't it? So this is how ignorant we are in America of things. And then you have all these people that comment on these websites that don't know anything about anything. And I have to sit here and I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall sometimes, because if I tell you the truth, people just ain't gonna believe the truth. You know how they say the truth is stranger than fiction. People don't believe the truth. They don't want to believe the truth. They want to believe their little fairy tale. They want to believe that Nokia cell phones are made by Keebler elves in Finland. You know what I mean? They don't want to believe that most of them are made in China now, and that they closed down a lot of Nokia factories in Western countries. They don't want to believe that type of stuff. But it's true. Okay? Now, I was thinking about this website, Aliexpress. We need to start selling on this website. I really think so. We really need to start selling. Unfortunately, they don't sell. Unfortunately, they don't let their suppliers be from anywhere other than mainland China. But of course, there's probably a way around that. I know of a way around it already. You could just do a VPN from China, where your IP is in China, and then just get some sort of PO box in China, and then you could be a supplier on AliExpress. And why would you want to sell on AliExpress? Why would you want to do that? We could just sell on eBay and Amazon, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the issue. eBay and Amazon are not exactly the nicest to their sellers these days. They seem to be getting not any better over time. They're not exactly your friend. And AliExpress, as I indicated, makes more money than eBay and Amazon combined. As you can see, he had the biggest IPO in history. eBay's not even freaking in the ballpark of their biggest IPO. They're nothing. Okay, Facebook is smaller than freaking AliExpress. Facebook. Okay, if you're ignorant of all this stuff, Google equals Facebook in power on the internet. Go look up the #1 website you got. Google, Facebook. They're tied. Ooh. Okay. These guys AliExpress, eBay is like maybe the top 20th website or something, and it's logarithmic, it goes down like this. Okay, so AliExpress is probably like 10 times eBay. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say to you. I'm trying to say to you, you got shit ton more people on AliExpress buying stuff than you do on eBay. And guess what? AliExpress isn't gonna refund your customer for saying anything and everything, and just, oh, I don't like the color, I want to get a refund. And then they send you a rock back in the mail, and you got to refund them, this is eBay. I'm not saying that really happens, but it does. I've actually had things like that happen before, but usually, if the person is good, see, now that's the problem with eBay. They assume the buyer is good. The buyer's always right. The buyer's a good person. But see, you know what? People can be scammers. Believe it or not, there are scammers. And there's even sellers that will make buyer accounts on eBay to scam their own competition. So, but here's the thing. AliExpress doesn't do that kind of crap. AliExpress doesn't put up with shit like that. And they got lots more customers than eBay or Amazon combined. eBay and Amazon are nothing compared to AliExpress for customer base. Okay? That's just the facts. That's the facts. Now, you didn't even know those facts, did you? You didn't have a clue. You didn't know because we don't know anything about China. We just pretend like we know something about China. You don't even know their holidays. You don't even know their websites. You didn't even know this Jack Ma existed. You didn't even know this guy existed. You didn't even know it. Okay? See what I'm getting at? That's America for you. We think we're the best, We think we're the best at everything. Or Australia or UK, they think we're the best at everything. Or they think they're the best at everything. So, this is what happens when you think you know, your world's the entire world and you ignore everything else. That's what happens. So what I'm trying to get at is, if you want to have a well-rounded business, you don't just sell on eBay and Amazon. You don't. You sell on your own website. And if you can, sell on websites like this. And you can sell on websites like this. It's just you got to be a little clever about it. Now, Alibaba, you can sell on right now. Okay, that's sort of Aliexpress 1.0 and Aliexpress 2.0, or this is Alibaba 2.0, whatever you want to call it. This is more like an eBay here, but Alibaba is sort of more of like the old school way of selling, I guess. And it's mainly, you know, you'd think it's mainly supplier based, but see, AliExpress is really like an eBay. It's just a Chinese eBay is what it is. And there's also DHgate. That's another one, but it's not as big as AliExpress, of course. And there's other ones as well. There's various different websites like these. There are various auction sites, okay? And so what I'm saying is, if you have a VPN, an IP address in China, and then you get a PO box in China, you could sell on AliExpress, and you could be an American. You could be an Australian, you could be from UK, you could be from wherever. And you don't have to put up with buyers scamming you as much. You could, the way it works on AliExpress is, as soon as they get it, they confirm they get it. Once they confirm they got it, there are no disputes. There's no dispute a month later. There's no dispute 2 months later. There's no dispute 3 months later. There's no shit. There's no bullshit. Okay? Once they confirm they got it, you're done. It's yours. It's your money. There's nothing they can do. That's the end of the story. They can't pretend. They can't use it for a month and break it and then return it to you. They can't be an idiot about it. They can't buy it and like have buyer's remorse. None of that crap. Okay? Now, if they get it and they say they didn't get what they just, you know, you're supposed to send, then you might have a dispute. But like I said, this is a lot better than eBay or Amazon already, as you can see. And I know from experience with AliExpress DHgates that even if a buyer files a dispute, doesn't mean they're going to win. It's not like eBay where they win every time. It's not like that. Okay? It isn't. It's like eBay in the old days where sometimes you actually won, or half the time you won, or maybe even better than half the time sometimes. So you see what I'm getting at? Now, of course, there are ways to win disputes, not necessarily with eBay per se, but maybe with PayPal. Now, PayPal on its own, separated from eBay, you can win a lot of disputes. And I can teach you how to do that if you need to know how to do that. But I just thought I'd talk about this because, I don't know, man. I think people are really, I think people are really ignorant of what's going on here. They don't understand that, you know, eBay and Amazon are not going to get any better, and they're small. I mean, Amazon was going to try to get into China and do something. They got their asses whooped by this company. Asses whooped. Apple tried to get into China and do something. They tried to sell their shit to China. China didn't care about it. They don't want it. They're like, we already got our own phones. And you think that your Apple phone is better than their phones. I guarantee you it's not the case. See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. All these fake companies are the ones the Chinese people buy from. Of course, they know how to buy from them correctly because they actually look at the specs when they buy. They don't just look at the name of the brand. They look at the specs. Oh, shit, this has got shitty specs. I ain't going to buy it. See what I'm getting at? So, you know, I'm just trying to point out the facts. If you're interested in knowing the truth and wanting to sell somewhere other than eBay and Amazon, I'm trying to give you some ideas. Now, you know, hopefully no one gets offended. I'm sure there's going to be somebody that'll get offended at my video. But I'm just sick of the ignorance, so I just thought I'd just, you know, kind of, for those people who are ignorant, slap them upside the head, you know? That's how I do things sometimes. Let's see here. What else? Let me see. I actually want to go to this place one day. The Great Wall of China. I haven't been there. Just got back from the Philippines. I'm actually going to go back to the Philippines later this year as well. It's a nice country. It's warm, unlike here. It's cold right now. I like it warm, you know what I mean? It's good to have warm weather in the wintertime. So, my point here in this video is that you got to think outside the box. Don't follow the herd off the cliff into the water and see your account blow up or whatever. Look, eBay and Amazon are not the only solutions. My goodness, seriously. I mean, everybody goes for eBay and Amazon. eBay, Amazon, dropship to eBay to Amazon, Amazon to eBay, eBay to Amazon. Look, okay, if you use your brain, you can figure out what good products are from China. If you use your brain. Now, I have good sources. I have also my own dropship system, if you're interested. And what I'm saying here, I'm recommending to people is they even consider selling on these websites because they treat their sellers better. And that's a good thing. Now, it's going to be a little complicated. Like I said, I could teach you how to do it. It's a little complicated. You have to actually you have to get a VPN. It's going to be in China. It's going to be a Chinese VPN, okay? You're going to have a P.O. box in China. And then you could sell on these Chinese websites like Aliexpress, why would you want to sell there? Because they have lots more customers. They have 10 times eBay's customers or more. They have a lot more customers. Remember, China has 1 billion people. We only have 300 million or something. Okay, so use your head. Obviously, if they understand the Asian part of the world, we understand the Western part of the world, wherever you want to call it. And apparently, they're a lot bigger. So there's more money to be made. And obviously, a lot of Americans buy from AliExpress now. My wife is going crazy buying on there. She got a leather wallet for $3. It wasn't a wallet. It's like a wallet. It's like a passport wallet type of thing, and it was good quality. Okay, so yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, you might buy something shitty on there, and then they go and complain on the internet. Look, this is a scam. AliExpress is a scam. DHgate's a scam. There's the other ones. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. There's like a bunch of them. They're all a scam. No, dumbass. You just don't know how to buy shit. You just don't even know how to read the specs. You don't know how to read feedback. You don't know how to read this Chinese seller's feedback who has zero feedback. You're an idiot. That's your problem. You're an idiot. Okay? You should read their feedback. Make sure they have really good feedback on the particular item you're buying. Make sure the item is good quality. Make sure the item has all the features you want. Then buy it. Don't go, duh. Oh, he says it's a really good Apple iPhone. I'm going to buy it. Click. It's your fault. Okay, it's your fault. Don't blame someone else for your ignorance. Now, eBay and Amazon have designed their website to be idiot-proof, so that when an idiot comes to buy on eBay, he can get his money back even if he's a complete imbecile. See, that's how eBay and Amazon are designed. They design their website so that the buyer is always right, even if he has an IQ of 50, and he goes and buys a car, and he meant to buy something else. You know what I mean? And the reason I mention that is because one time my brother, he left his eBay account on, and I don't know how old his son was at the time, 3, 4, I don't know. He clicked it and bought a car. My brother's son bought a car off eBay, when he was like 4 or something. But you see what I'm getting at? So eBay makes their website idiot-proof so that anybody that doesn't know how to read an auction, doesn't know how to read what it says, is a complete imbecile, just concludes whatever he wants from your ad, and then just buys it without even reading anything, understanding anything, he can get his money back because he's an imbecile. And then he can blame you. And then he can thank God for eBay and Amazon because they saved him from his own idiocy. Now, with these Chinese websites, if you're an idiot like this, I recommend you don't buy from them because if you're not smart enough to read the ad, then you shouldn't be buying anyways. Okay?